In this video, I'm going to show you how I make my brine shrimp hatchery using only simple equipment. We're going to need an aquarium heater, 2 bottles, an adjustable air pump, if possible, one large container, and 4 clips. The bottles, they are this perfect shape, so you can find it. You will need these contraptions, an adjuster and a divider if you have a single way air pump, but it is preferable to be adjustable. And some strong clips. First, we measure the bottle against the container so we get a perfect cut using scissors or a sharp knife. I cut the bottle to the correct height. The container will hold heated water, so it is important that the bottles reach the bottom of the large container, just like that. Then we're going to clip it side by side. It is the most simple way of all. Now in the kitchen, I recommend to use a scale to weigh the salts. Small variations won't make a huge difference for Artemia, but accuracy is always better. I always like to mark my bottles with the correct measures for water and for salt for future use in case of I get home tired or I'm thinking about something else. I don't know, to make mistakes. Brine prefers a salinity similar to seawater, so we'll use half a liter of water, which requires around 15 grams of salt. The salt should not contain iodine. I use a natural sea salt which have no additives. Iodine can reduce tremendously the hatch rate and kill the artemia, so the salt choice is a matter to be concerned. So I think a scoop can be a little bit unprecise, so I use a scale to get the correct measurement. I also add a small amount of baking soda due to my own water being pH 6 and it is soft water, so this will increase the hardness in the pH, helping to simulate the alkaline salt waters lake that these tiny animals naturally come from. For the water, I just use tap water. Do not need to dechlorinize, nothing like that. So I keep my brine shrimp eggs in the freezer for storage. In this case, I'm using JBL eggs. I have much better eggs rates than these one, I have to say, in the past. But these guys still do the job. Now just place the eggs on the bottle. I really don't recommend the JBL Artemia. There are much better options, but it did the job. Just store it again right away. Don't let it get any air of atmospheric humidity. Right back on the fridge. Now we fill the large container, which will be maintained at around 27 degrees Celsius, once again imitating the warm salty lakes there where these little guys live. These brine shrimp can remain dormant for more than 6 years in dormant conditions and then eventually hatch and when come in contact with the water, just like we are simulating here now. We're going to need air, temperature and light. They are for photosynthesis as well. Now I'm going to have to plug in the heater so we get to 27 degrees, the temperature that I like to keep them. The water will evaporate, you have to take care of that. And the little pump with 2 outputs, we're going to need two bottles going. Each bottle going to take about 36 hours to to get ready to collect the eggs. Uh, the two clips coming into great importance here when you have to really adjust the little tubing so the air can get to the bottom of the bottle. In, this is a simple way, but it works. The air must come down to the bottom. This way eggs don't get trapped and the salt is dissolved faster. So this process will take 36 hours. The first will start hatching 24 hours later. But when you can collect them, it's 36 hours later. You have to get two stages going, so you get at the same hour one going next day, and 36 hours later you come to collect them. I have two methods of extracting the artemia. I mostly raise corridors now, so it is important for me less eggs. We're going to need a very fine net like this one from Obi. There are many other. We're going to need pipettes. I have many pipettes. So 36 hours later, brine shrimp is there. It's swimming all over the place. So that is one way to collect them is with a pipette here directly. And this one is a big one. You can get this very cheap, 30 milliliters. So you have the method with the light. They come to a certain place there where the light is stronger, but many will be still floating on the water column. So this first method, it is quite acceptable. The other method must be a little bit better eventually, because you in the end you get to get a part with absolutely no eggs at all. So you clip a little hose, a water, an air hose, then you clip it, and with gravity you let the water flow, almost empty the bottle. You only left a little tip of water in the end. So the artemia will come, get stuck on the little net here. This net is from Obi, is decent. Just buy the single one. You need the pipette this time, a finer pipette to get that little last piece of water, and you have very density of artemia and basically zero eggs. Perfectly few for the first days of the fish when they are in small recipients. We clean it with water. We don't have to do this. A little bit of salt doesn't kill the fry, but it is just better to, if you have the opportunity to give a little wash. So we feed a little bit to the smaller ones, a little bit more to the basically the rest to the main breeding tank. Have several sizes of fish here, so the small ones will get fed very fast with this method because they will be surrounded by artemia, and the big ones they will love it too. But as soon as they can eat flake food, the better. High quality, of course. In this case, inside the small recipients, the corridor will be surrounded. Basically, look at this little one chewing here. She will be surrounded by artemia. This is the perfect situation for us, and they all get fed. As you can see, their stomachs are transparent, so you can see the little guys all very well fed. But some eggs of artemia here as well. Later I come and take it down with the pipette, and we see this very happy little fry, very full. The fish will you can feed the fish with artemia until quite late, but it is important to understand that artemia only has proteins and fats, no minerals, no vitamins. And as soon as you can see here, this one of the first times I'm feeding this little catfish fry micro pellets from Ikari, and they are much better nutritionally. So as soon as you can get them on fish pellets, the better. I hope this is helpful, and subscribe